Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for another nightcap episode. I have no idea what else we want to talk about, man. I mean, it's been a lot of ups and downs recently when it comes to the show.
Yeah.
A lot of comments. We appreciate that. We always love the comments.
Yeah.
Wish that come more.
Yeah.
What have you done this weekend, man?
This weekend, unfortunately, I had to drive out to LA. Funeral. Friend, old neighbor of mine passed away. 52 years old.
Yeah.
Complications. Yeah. He was a big fella though. Yeah. His nickname was Big Ed.
So the trauma is in the name. Huh?
Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
I could have gone to an old friend / acquaintance's funeral yesterday. Her name was Whitney Hance. I did a small little video trying to help fund her GoFundMe page. And yesterday morning, man, it was when the funeral service was supposed to be, and I got up that morning and I was like, do I want to go and like meet people that I don't know, things like that? Like I almost felt guilty.
Almost like you were torn, like
yeah, like I was
pay my respects, but I really don't know a lot of people because I just knew her.
Well, this is the thing. I wanted to because I knew her, right?
Yeah.
But we graduated in 2004.
Right.
It's 2024 now.
20 years ago.
So it's 20 years, and in that 20-year span, I only seen her one time in between. So it's kind of sad because it's like, do I still call her a friend at this point? Is she just an acquaintance now? And like, there are so many different emotions going on, right? Because you like, obviously you're gonna feel guilt because you're like, fuck, I wish I would have stayed in touch more, especially someone as like genuinely kind and kind-hearted and just sweet as she was. She was a beautiful person.
Yeah.
Right. Like, just nice as hell.
It's tough. It's tough.
And then do I go and then like I'm trying to bring up memories from 20 years ago when there's a lot of people there that talked to her the week she probably passed away? Like,
right. They were by her side and you were just showing up and it's like, dude, who are you and where you been?
Yeah. So
I'm JD from class of 2004.
So I was kind of torn on that. And so this morning I woke up with the intentions to go. Or it was yesterday morning, woke up with the intentions to go. And then when I got up in the morning, I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. Fuck.
Me and my daughter, my little baby girl, you know, she loved rolling with Pops. She came over Thursday night. We got up Friday morning at about 4 a.m., hit the road at 5 because the funeral was at 11. Got there at about 10. 15. Then I did a little tour, drove her around Compton and showed her around to like my old high school, middle school, the house I grew up in.
Oh, memory lane.
Yeah. Then we went to the funeral, you know, saw his wife, his daughter, his son, said what's up to them. The service was nice. A lot of people showed up for Big Ed. That was nice. But we didn't stay for the repast because kind of like how you are. It's like I haven't talked to Big Ed in probably 4 years. You know, and even then, when I did talk to him, last time I did talk to him, it was because I went out to LA and I just went and seen him. But prior to that, didn't talk to him for another 2 years or so. So yeah, so
and it was even longer than that for Whitney.
Right.
Like when I saw Whitney last, it was probably maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Right. She had a daughter going to the same like ballet dance school that I had one of my daughters going to. And that was the last time I saw her. And even then it wasn't like we were like talking and hanging out and bullshit. And it was just more like, oh, you know, how you been? Like the small talk, acquaintance type shit. So it's like, do I really want to go? It just, I think it would have made it awkward.
Yeah.
Showing up to it.
And
but for the people that did watch that video and donated to her GoFundMe page, thank you.
Yeah.
It is very much appreciated because obviously someone who was battling cancer for 5 years, and then on top of that, the funeral costs, whatever was given is definitely going to help at least ease some of the financial burden. Obviously, the heart and hurt that is caused, there's no replacing that.
Yeah.
There's no helping that, but you're taking away at least one burden.
Right. And I want to encourage all people that is tuning in right now. I know, especially young, like I'm 32 right now. So you're young. You feel like you're in the best shape of your life. You don't think it's going to come to an end anytime soon. But shit happens, as we all know. So I would just encourage you to either get insurance. If not get insurance, create a separate account and just start putting a little bit in. It don't have to be a lot, but put something away because people overlook funeral costs. Like, that shit's not cheap, man. Like, you could put your family in a financial hole if you pass away.
Just to say goodbye.
That shit is not. Don't think because you passed on and your family is hurting that people are gonna give them a pass. The fucking pastor of the church is charging.
Right.
Like, no fucks given. They charging. And it's funny. I bring this up because my daughter, her and I was talking about this. She's 14, and I had to explain to her like all this shit you got to pay for. And we went from a funeral and then we went to the cemetery to put some flowers on my uncle and my granny's grave. They're buried at the same cemetery. And we were looking for my cousin's grave and I couldn't find it. And I told my daughter, I said, maybe he just doesn't have his headstone yet. Cause he just got buried. What was that? I want to say either April or May of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, why wouldn't he? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe his family didn't pay, or maybe it just hasn't been made yet. She's like, pay? She was shocked. Like,
yeah.
What do you mean pay for the headstone?
Welcome to
you gotta
world.
Pay for that? I said, man, you gotta pay for the hole they put you in, And she was shocked. Like, what?
You gotta pay for the plot of land.
You gotta pay for all that.
You gotta pay for the people that gotta dig the hole for you.
You gotta pay for the casket. You gotta pay for the hearse to carry the casket around the church. All that costs.
Honestly, if you're not cremating me, which is cheaper, if you want to bury me, make it a fucking pine box. I'm not gonna know the fucking difference. I'm dead. Don't pay for no fucking luxurious ass shit. Like, come on. Give me a fucking pine box with some cheap ass fucking cabinet door handles for people to carry me to my fucking hole with. Fucking just make it as cheap as fucking possible. If you could bury me in a fucking cardboard box, make it happen. Fuck it.
Yeah. At that point, it's over with.
Yeah,
right?
like it's not like I'm gonna fucking know the difference. Like,
but again, like
it's not my chariot to the pearly gates. I'll tell you that much.
Kind of start putting away a little bit of money for something like that, to just help your loved ones so they're not in a financial burden.
Yeah.
Because it sucks, man. Growing up in Compton, I've seen a lot of people pass on because, gang violence and et cetera.
Right.
And it sucked having a car wash to try to raise money, It's like, what?
And that's because they didn't have GoFundMe probably back then. You know what I mean? Like, you had to get creative and do things. Lemonade stands, car washes, shit.
And I mean, I just can't imagine putting my baby girl through something like that because obviously she's already grieving. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, she's trying to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to fund this and pay for this? Like, right. So it's tough. So, yeah, just be a little more responsible, adults out there.
Took Gabby to a fight last night. It was a last minute thing. It was a boxing match. I'm not gonna throw the fighters' names out there.
You sound like that shit was not pleasing at all.
Oh my god!
The way you said it took Gabby to a fight.
So all right. So here, just to give a quick rundown. So we get free tickets from her mom.
Oh, free's good.
No.
Free 99.
Bitch, shit wasn't free.
Her mama always giving you free shit. I want free shit.
Look, shit wasn't free. Let me break it down to you. Let me break it down to you.
He got free tickets, but it wasn't free.
So, we go to the fight, right?
Yeah.
We get one drink at the venue.
Ah, bro. Okay, where's the venue?
Well, I didn't want to throw it out there, but fuck them. Okay, Fontainebleau.
Ah, bro.
Okay.
Come on. That shit was $45 for that drink.
Oh,
dude,
it's
like one of the highest spots in town right now.
For 2 alcoholic beverages, a glass of Sprite, and a jug of container of fucking popcorn.
60.
Fuck you, $101. I wish it was 60. I wish it was 60 and I had room to complain. No, 101. You know what I was doing? Hurting.
This motherfucker thought he was Jim Jones. Balling.
Bro. Then.
Nope. I'm good.
It was bad. Then we go eat. Then we go eat at a Capone Burger. Right? Inside of the Fontainebleau.
You're doing all the wrong things. You should have went right down the street to fucking Tacos El Gordo.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're probably right. Because we weren't far.
Right there around the corner.
True. Would have costed less. So we go to this Capone Burger. We get our food and drinks. It's like another $55, $60. Then we go to leave this motherfucker because we didn't even stay for the main fights. That's how boring the entire fucking undercard was.
That's when you know it's bad.
Oh my God.
Like I'm falling asleep.
Oh, when even Gabby was like, I don't even care if we leave now. I was like, fuck.
I know what that means. Y'all know what that means? I know what that means.
So look, so let's let me break it down to you like this also. So there was a female championship bout that was one of the undercards, right?
Uh-huh.
So they did that fight. Boring as shit. The female boxers did not box. Let's put it like that. It was a slap fest.
They was slapping?
Bro, it was bullshit. It was fucking stupid. It was stupid. It was weak as fuck. No action, right? So we watch that. And then there's one more undercard fight before it gets to the two main card events.
Okay.
So we're like, you know what? Let's go eat while it's doing this fight. And then we'll come back and we'll catch whatever's left of the first main card event and then the main event, right? So that's when we go to the Capone Burger and we spend money there. Which, by the way, I thought the burger was good. But Gabby found it a little too salty. I don't blame her. They were salty. But
well, we know who likes salt.
When we're sitting there fucking eating these motherfuckers, she gets a text from her mom who gave us the tickets to go to the fucking boxing event. And she was like, we're already at the car. We're leaving. Even her mom and her boyfriend were like, nah, we're out this bitch.
So her mom was at the fight with you guys?
Yeah, like she got 4 tickets, but our seats weren't together.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
So she texted us and was like, yeah, we're leaving already. This is not like fun.
No,
right? So even Gabby, so then even Gabby looked at me and was like, I don't care if we missed the
black
rest
people
of this fight.
tuning in. All that meant was, it's time to get funky.
If you know her mom, it was no funkiness going on. There was no funky time.
Oh, right? Damn it.
No. Use extra wrong. They was going home to go memes, motherfucker. Right? They was going to go sleep.
This past my bed.
That means they were in the middle of the boxing matches hitting the fucking nods because the fucking fights were that goddamn boring.
She said, I'm trying to take a nap and this bell every time
Ding, fuck. Where's the snooze button?
Right.
Shit.
Every time a round starts, keep waking me up.
So we end up leaving. We're saying, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to leave too. Right? However, in order to leave, you got to scan that little card you get. $20 just to leave. So all in all, this free fight to not watch the main 2 fucking event fights cost me $200.
Easy. And you know, that's funny because I encounter a lot of people here in Vegas that come into town and they think that us locals, we're just always at the strip just fucking partying it up.
Fuck that.
If we was at the strip partying it up, we'd fucking be homeless. Do you not realize that shit is not cheap? Like he said, he fucking went out to a free boxing match and spent $200 just between drinks and some salty burgers.
1 alcoholic drink apiece.
And salty burgers, $200.
Salty burgers.
Fuck. That's why we don't go down there,
and
man.
$20 for parking. What? I even like Gabby was even like, well, scan your ID and see if they do like free locals things. Because some of them do that where you scan your ID and you get
Resorts World. I think if you have a player's card, they let you free.
Yeah, if you're a local with a player's card, shit like that. So I was like, all right, well, fuck it, let me try it. I scanned it, and on the screen it said,
"Fuck you, bitch." $20.
It might as well have. It might as well have because when I scanned it, it literally said something along the lines of, cannot compute. Like, I was like, what?
What
do you mean cannot compute?
What if
Like,
that shit said, fuck you, bitch, $20 for parking plus another 40 for those free tickets?
No. Well, it'd have been funny if
You
it was
thought
like,
it was free?
thank you, local, please pay 20. I'm like, what? Like,
Yeah.
still not a discount? No, nothing? Like, so it's just.
Because you thought you was getting a discount, it's 25 now.
Fontainebleau, your casino is fucking beautiful. I'm glad it looks as good as it does because it took
50 years.
17 years in the making.
I know. My first time coming to Vegas was, what was that? It's like 2010, 2011. First time ever coming to Vegas.
And it had already been sold by that point.
Yeah, but
to
that shit was still
construction
standing
company.
there, just a cement block, and it's been there ever since. So my first time coming, maybe a year after that, I ended up moving here, and I've been here for 11 years now. So, yeah, fucking like 12, 13 years, so sitting there as a fucking statue. Just
as a fucking rust
cement,
bucket, just collecting dust. So here's a quick story about Fontainebleau. The original owner ran out of funds, sold the project, sold it to a company that, when they bought it, had to deal with a recession.
Yep.
And then when they thought they had the money to continue building, they started building a little bit, and then COVID happened, and then they stopped again. And then they ran out of funding, and then they sold it back to the original owner.
Yep.
And then he said, all right, let me complete this bitch now that half the shit's built for me. It's just crazy.
I mean, I get it, right? You need the funds. It's a trip to me, though, because it's Vegas. Like, suck it up and build it, because you going to make your money. And
you got to remember, though, that that's happened even with a lot of, like, housing developments in town.
I mean,
like, even my neighborhood currently, the neighborhood that I currently live in, it was all designed initially to be one builder the entire time. Ran into some hardships because of the times that these homes were being built.
Was it around the recession as well?
Yeah. Different builder came in, built it, started building some homes next to the ones that were already finished, because
is that why you got like two different looks of homes in this neighborhood?
Three.
Yeah.
Because if you go like down the street this way, then you'll see all the one-story homes, which the developers for the other two didn't have.
Right, like,
so, like, it's just crazy, because you'll see people be like, all right, well, fuck it, I'll pick it up and continue. So it happens more often than you think.
Right. I would think, though, anything on the strip is you're going to bring your money back very, very quickly.
You would think that, but then you also have to consider this. Right now on the Las Vegas Strip, here in Las Vegas, Nevada, there's actually only one casino that is not in financial debt.
Which casino is that?
Circus.
That's because it's been there for 99 years.
And they don't renovate for shit. The only other things they did was fucking build that Adventure Dome. What? And
like, I got 99 problems, bitch, and that ain't one.
Yeah.
Hit me.
I mean, like, they literally, they do the minimum.
Nah, but
to
they should.
renovate
I think they should renovate. At least the front. Do a facelift in the front. Because that would be cool.
Make it look like a modern circus.
Yeah. Modernize it, but do something like Circa did, to where it's modern, but it still has the retro. Because you know how Circa still put the old school lights.
Yeah. Keep
it a little retro.
I can see that.
It's one of the oldest on the strip still. Besides the Flamingo.
Now that the Tropicana just closed down, because they're ready to make a baseball stadium.
Matter of fact,
there,
we need to go to the implosion whenever it is. Find out when it is. We need to go.
Yeah.
I've never been to one, and I have a feeling we probably won't see another one for a long while.
It is becoming more rare.
Yeah,
because these casinos, they just keep getting bought out, and then they just keep giving them a facelift and calling it a day.
Most of them are pretty new. Like, they're only 20 years old max. You know,
some. Yeah, some.
Yeah.
So
I would think that the MGM would do a facelift, because that shit look dated.
Well, you know, the original MGM was the Bally's, which is now like
Horseshoe.
The Horseshoe.
Yeah.
So that was the one that what was it, 1990 or 92, that it caught fire. I think there was like 50 people that ended up dying in that fire or some shit like that. Yeah, it was a early 90s fire. And I guess they ran into insurance issues when it caught on fire. So instead of fighting insurance to get the money they needed to fix the place, they said, well, why don't we just sell it as it is? Let another company take it over, kind of deal.
And then
and then we'll just build somewhere else.
But isn't Horseshoe still a part of MGM?
No, it might be now, but I'm
Or
saying
is it
like
Caesars?
Bally's was.
No, I'm saying what? Because we know that two fucking people own 99% of the strip.
Right.
Like Caesars owns 19 properties or whatever, and then MGM owns the other freaking 19 properties.
No, but
So I'm saying,
but this you got to think of how long ago this was. So Caesars owned it, and instead of fighting the insurance, they said, "Well, let's just sell it to someone else." So they sold it, and then Bally's was made. They
Right.
renovated it, fixed
but
it.
who's
and then
Bally's under? Is it under Caesars or MGM?
Can you Google it?
I want to
quick?
say
'Cause I don't know.
I want to say it's under Caesars.
I think it's under Caesars.
Who's the Paris under? Caesars. Huh? Caesars the one with all the exotic shit. You know, they got Italy, they got Paris, France. They got it's fucking weird. If you walk down the Las Vegas Strip, you fucking visit 19 countries.
You walk down, you could visit Excalibur.
Yeah, which is Egypt.
No, that's different. Excalibur.
Excalibur. Oh, that's the fucking castles and
Yeah,
shit. So
like
I don't
King
know.
Arthur and shit. So you
Call
got
it
like,
England?
like yeah,
England,
like Middle
Ireland,
Age, England, like early age. Then you got Egypt, which is older.
Yeah,
Then you have New York.
right.
Then you have the Paris. So all the big sites that people want to see. Then you got the stratosphere because you want to see the stratosphere, right?
Yep. Then you got Greece.
Everything Venetian.
Yeah, that's
like,
Italy.
Yeah, so like you can see a little bit of everything when you come to Vegas. So don't sleep on it. So
Yeah,
who
Caesars.
So Caesar
Bally's
own
owns-
Bally's.
yeah.
So is the Horseshoe
Still the
part of
same-
it?
still the
Okay,
same
they just
company. They
rebranded,
just rebranded
basically.
it to
Gotcha.
modernize it, just like MGM did with the Monte Carlo.
Yeah,
turn
they
it
changed
into
it
Park
to
MGM.
Park MGM. Yep.
Yeah, just to give it a new facelift so people come through.
All right. So as always, subscribe, share.
Appreciate it.